this Talladega at the short track out back. But heck, he might be at the dirt track tonight. You never know.
34 to go. And when we come to the green flag, it'll be 33. Back under green here at Talladega. Sawalich and LeVar Scott and Lawless Allen.
Really want to try and get the lead here so you can control the rest of the race. I heard something interesting. It was telling Thad to save fuel, so those guys must think they're going to be a little tight on fuel at the end, but you got to save enough for a green light checkered, I'm assuming.
Well, it's only one attempt at overtime at the super speedways, and that's only going to be one lap. So that doesn't mean you won't run a few caution laps before that attempt at an overtime. So you guys save fuel from the time you start the engines on pit road, don't you? Every week.
Every week, you know,
everywhere.
We're pretty much racing fuel mileage tomorrow. It changes track position, how you get on pit road, a lot of things that factor into.
And Austin, you'll be starting 5th. Good qualifying, couple of good qualifying runs for you this morning.
Yeah, it's always nice to have that ECR power when you come to these speedways, and Kyle Busch and I both are going to be at the top 5s. That's big, and really proud of all the guys back at the shop putting in the effort.
And you're coming off that top 10 in Bristol, so things looking up for your crew.
Yeah, we're excited. Just want to keep the momentum going. Anytime you can get that momentum, you don't want to lose it. It's kind of like Sawalich right now. He's got the momentum out front on the field.
We want to get those cars on the outside, down inside. We need to. We didn't not let them have a 4-car breakaway here.
LeVar Scott was trying to pull that outside. That's Scott in the 6 car.
That's Isabella right now running 4th at the back of that front pack. And Austin, you were mentioning what a nice job she's done during the commercial break, been up in this lead pack from the very start. Now Jason Kitzmiller is going to jump in behind her in that 97.
Yeah, she's putting a little pressure here on Starpoli and doing a good job just staying tight in line. Nothing out of the ordinary here, and this pack breakaway could be good for this group here. And if they can get away, it makes the rest of the race a little less stressful until a caution comes out.
She continues in the top 4 here. Kitzmiller is right there in 5th. I talked to Jason earlier this morning. They had to start deep in the field. Again, it was based on owner's points from 2024. He said, as long as we stay patient, we've got the speed and the ability. And here he is with 31 to go, running up in the top 5.
Yeah, he made a couple moves there on the restart to get in line and kind of benefited to get to the back of this pack.
Yeah, finished 3rd at Daytona, his best career finish. See how much of it now? Not quite the breakaway, just a couple car lengths between that 5th and this snarling pack here side by side.
You can see how much it hurts you when you get side by side racing really hard, side drafting. It just pulls you away, and you get 5 good cars like they have right now. They get out front. LeVar might be able to get attached here and pull this line forward.
You see that green car behind LeVar. He's losing a little bit of ground right now. That's Caleb Costner, and I ran into him at Rockingham. I went there for the truck race last week, and he said, "Hey, I'm going to win Talladega." And I saw him in the garage yesterday. He said, I'm telling you, I'm going to win Talladega." And here he is running up in the top 10, doing a nice job.
He can make it come true.
Yeah.
32-year-old from Dallas, North Carolina. CW Motorsports Chevrolet. And by the way, it was Sawalich out front. JGR has 46 career ARCA wins. He's got 9 of them last year. None have come on super speedways. Of course, he couldn't run the super speedways last year because of his age.
Yeah, Tanner Gray drove this car on the super speedways. He didn't win either here, but he got a couple wins last year. Did a nice job in a limited schedule when William wasn't old enough. But William won 9 of 14 starts last year in the
That's
ARCA
impressive.
Series. Yeah.
That's a lot of wins.
That 18 car was 2nd at Daytona. Didn't run at Phoenix, but Brent Cruz drove the 18 and won it in race number 2 this season.
Another couple guys doing well in the top 10. Tim Richmond and Bryce Hageberg back in there, right where they need to be coming to the end of this race.
Absolutely. We talked to Tim, as Brent mentioned, down in the garage area. So just want to get to the end. Just want to be patient, get to the end. And that should be all these guys' philosophies, is just be patient and get to 10 laps to go and then see what can happen. There's Tim Richmond right there, the black number 27.
Fell back to 21st because of the pit sequence, but currently up in the top 10.
Seems like all those cars, roof flaps, will have a little bit of gap there. That's probably an accident, right?
Yeah, I don't know if it's an accident or a speed accident, but yeah, it definitely seems to help sometimes. At least some people think it does.
Try to deflect some air off that rear spoiler, obviously, to decrease the drag.
Correct. And you see the snake down the backstretch, and if you watch real tight off of 4, late in this race, the cars that can hold the yellow line on around the corner will be able to defend a little bit better than some of these other race cars. I saw Isabella come off the line there a minute ago, and it's really important to start practicing now, especially when you get more pressure in the pack, that you don't leave that yellow line coming off. She's doing a good job of staying on the yellow line in the middle of the corner, but it made her tight off of 4 the lap before. So anybody that can really just kind of keep their car calm and on the yellow line will be a benefit later in this race, because I think that's a place that you can make a move is late off of 4.
If you give these guys a half a car width, they're going to take it, and they're going to force you up that extra half a car width that you're going to need.
Sawalich out front with 27 to go. Then Lawless Allen and Staropoli has been smooth and steady throughout this one.
Well, that 3 wide behind this lead pack is.
LeVar got split, and he was able to get himself back down on the bottom line.
You got Jake there, that third in line on the outside in that second pack.
Oh, we got a tire down.
No, into the outside wall.
Spencer.
Gallagher again. Tire went down, and he smokes the wall. And caution for the 3rd time.
That damage from the earlier wreck obviously didn't get it fixed good enough, and we've cut a tire.
Yeah, had a bit of a tire rub, I'm sure, and eventually.
He was running 23rd, 1 lap down, and it's probably going to. He'll be able to keep it going there. Hopefully, none of the suspension is bent. He hit pretty hard.
Yeah, Amber Balkan will be. She made an unscheduled pit stop several laps ago. She is the first car right now being shown 1 lap down, so she will get the free pass. That will keep Butterbean 1 lap down.
What is nice to see, though, boy, on Sunday, if you hit like that, your day's probably done on the toe link. But if they can get him back out there, that'd be impressive. But you can change it on pit road now. He did a good job not coming back into the field there, keeping it up by the wall, getting everybody by him.
Tire down and into the fence for the 23 Gallagher. With trouble for the 2nd time today as he comes down pit road, Talladega Super Speedway.
500 miles of asphalt, deep in the heart of Alabama, is the home of chaos and chance. The Jack Links 500 from Talladega, Sunday at 2 Eastern on Fox.
MLS is game on. Stars on.
Kevin Sullivan, the history maker.
MLS, this is our soccer. Game on.
At Nutrisource, we care about people just as much as we care about pets. And we really care about pets. For over 60 years, our people have been hard at work crafting nutrient-rich products that keep our pets healthy. It's what's inside that matters. Inside our products and our communities. That's why with every purchase, you help Nutrisource bring comfort and companionship to those who need it most. Because people need pets. And pets need people. Enrich the life of your pet at NutrisourcePetFoods.com.
Hi. Hi. Chocolate fundraiser.
With the Chase mobile app, things move a little more smoothly. Deposit checks easily and send money quickly. That's convenience from Chase. Make more of what's yours.
Welcome to Visible, the ultimate wireless hack. It's one line, powered with unlimited data on Verizon's 5G network for just $25 a month. Stream, scroll, browse, and connect with great coverage plus unlimited hotspot included. That's a top-tier network at a budget-friendly cost. But you already knew all that, didn't you? Visible. Live in the know.
Oh,
Weeding is the worst. But now, there's Spruce. You'll see visible results in 1 hour and dead weeds in 1 day. And it's safe for use around people and pets. Spruce, the new hard-working, worry-free weed and grass killer.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Let's go. I said go! Silly dog. I'm gonna trade you for a cat.
Red Bull gives you wings.
With just 2 races left before the Indy 500, the IndyCar Series hits Barber for the Children's of Alabama Indy Grand Prix. The fastest racing on earth continues live from Birmingham, May 4th on Fox. It's fun to watch open testing this week. Kyle Larson going to run the Indy 500 again, and he had a good first day. Second day, obviously got into the wall the morning of practice, and they packed it up for the week, but he'll be fun to watch again this year. Raced really well there.
You know what I like about what Kyle said is, like, he felt good to hit the wall. You know what I mean? That's sometimes, if you haven't hit it in a while or ever tested it in a new type of form of racing, you just want to know, like, how bad is this going to hurt? Don't want it to get too bad, but now he knows, and I'm sure he's going to fly around Indy.
You knew it was coming at one point or another, so may as well happen at open testing. Well, news from Rockingham, obviously, this week. Notable here in the ARCA Menard Series, Venturini and the sale to Nitro.
Yeah, the Venturinis have been around so long and started running the ARCA Series, as you can see, back in 1982. Big Bill actually started racing in 1972, but 5 driver championships, including 2 by Big Bill, 107 wins on the ARCA platform. And look at the who's who of former drivers that have drove for the Venturinis over the years in the ARCA Series.
I know in the amount of ARCA races that I showed up to compete in, they were always the benchmark. You know, they were going to have speed. I watched my brother racing for a championship for a full year. It was fun, and they have kept this ARCA Menard Series in a great place and a proving ground for our sport.
And they're not done. They have 3 cars right now running in the top 4. And that sale went on to Nitro Motorsports. There's also represented here. Nick Tucker owns Nitro Motorsports. Thad Moffitt drives full-time this year for Nitro Motorsports. And it's all to be seen how it will all shake out at the end of the year when that sale actually takes place.
So they are running 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, which you alluded to. And they got Finch there back in 9th.
All right, 24 to go, Phil. Who's your favorite right now?
I like Sawalich. I like the way Sawalich has been able to move it. Flawless Allen, too.
You really stepped out of line with that pick right there.
Yeah, out on a limb. I went way out on a limb.
I'm going to go with Star Poli. I like that he's just been very good at doing his job as far as not putting himself in bad positions. I think he's good at pushing, and when it gets wild, it seems like he's not going to go out of line. He's just going to be in the right place at the right time. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, we know he's a smart guy.
Yeah, the surgeon part, that's probably, he's playing high-speed chess out there.
Yeah.
Caitlin can add on that.
Yeah, guys, you heard Austin talking there, and this kind of follows right into that. The team telling Patrick, your help will be the 97 of Kitzmiller, who they said is not great at maintaining throttle and pushing, which might actually be advantageous for him if he's not making aggressive moves. Meanwhile, the 97 was being told, be precise on your marks and stay on that yellow line. Don't drift around. So a lot of communication going back and forth as we approach this restart, guys.
Thank you, Caitlin. 23 to go. William Sawalich out front has 13 ARCA wins, none on an oval over a mile. Trying to change that here this afternoon.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
Oh.
Huh? Nature sure is full of wonders.
Red Bull gives you wings.
This Mother's Day, luxury is how Mom defines it. Of course, she might define it a few ways.
Dad, I did it!
Celebrate Mom luxuriously with the perfect gift this Mother's Day. Only at Jared Jewelers.
Lowe's knows spring is a chance to prove you've got this whole adult thing down. With the right advice and same-day delivery, you'll have your home feeling
all grown up.
Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zook's Dog Treats. Choose your adventure.
It's all happening too fast.
What, you nervous about the wedding?
No, it's the house, dude. We got approved.
Bro, don't stress. This house, it's the one.
Speaking of the one, caterer. We need a caterer.
Hey, Coach Gibbs. Hey, Brandon. You've won a lot of championships over the years. What's one thing you'll never forget?
Those ice water baths poured on me after those games. That was awful.
So what brings you into Menards besides the great prices and services?
A new water heater.
You've come to the right place. Menards has the best selection of Richmond water heaters.
Let's just leave the coaching to me. What do you buy?
A water cooler to celebrate our next big win.
Oh, no.
Save big money at Menards.
You can't fake greatness. Not on the track and not in the chip aisle. Like a seasoned driver behind the wheel, Hers Chips take you from caution flag levels of hunger to checkered flag feelings of satisfaction. When it comes to race day snacks, the signature crunch and endless flavors of Hers leaves the competition in a pile of chip dust. Don't settle for anything less than the champions of the chip aisle.
Back at Talladega in the General Tire 200. Sawalich out front. Our third caution of the day. Lawless Allen on the outside of row 1. And Austin likes Staropoli there, second in line on the bottom.
I do, and I like the Phoenix, Jake Finch in 9th. Those are my 2 favorites right now.
Old Boyer down there.
A little pickleball game going.
Yeah, he looks a little wore out. I don't know if he was out on the boulevard or what, but pickleball, that'll make him sweat it out.
Well, he did that qualifying show, you know.
Oh, okay.
So he's had to work today.
That's heavy lifting.
Yeah.
That was early for him too.
We're from the same hometown, grew up about 3 blocks apart.
That's
Boyer.
amazing.
I hadn't seen him in a long time. Back up to speed. Green flag back in the air. 21 to go here at Talladega.
Yeah, we saw the 25 be pretty aggressive at the beginning of this race to get the lead. I want to see the moves he makes from here on out to do the same, but everybody's probably on that plan at this point.
Yeah, we're getting close to 20 laps to go, so you want to be near the front. You don't necessarily have to be leading, but you got to be near the front. Looks like we're going to have a middle. No, they closed it back up.
Lawless Allen trying to pull forward that outside line. It's Sawalich on the bottom. Lawless Allen on the outside. Robusto and Staropoli in row 2.
You can see the 25 trying to make a decision here. What line's going to move forward? Because you know that the outside is a line that you can get all the way to the front, but you might be able to pick them off one at a time on the bottom. People moving up trying to take that line.
I think he'd love to make it 3 wide, get that third line going, but he realizes there's not enough help back there to make it happen.
Not enough help right now. The energy's not great. There is somebody trying to get out there with no help at the moment.
Allen pulls out.
Is that Butterbean out there?
25, I think.
That's a 75.
No, 75. Yeah.
Brian Doza.
65-year-old Alexandria, Louisiana native for Brother-in-Law Racing Chevrolet.
You can just tell the energy of these cars that things are picking up. 55 pushing really hard right now on Lawless Allen.
Business picking up at Dega with 20 to go.
Yeah, I said 20 to go. I didn't say there was 2 to go. Maybe these drivers misunderstood.
Out of turn 4 they come.
You can see that second car, which was Staropoli, getting pushed by the 97. He got wide off of 4. That's what you talk about. Usually that's what causes wrecks. You get a guy that's just not holding the line very good, comes up, catches the left rear of the car above.
Yeah, no rule in the ARCA series that about pushing. You can lock on, you can push, bump draft, whatever the case may be, but sometimes the results don't turn out all that well.
I love seeing that pack snake back and forth.
Thing of beauty.
Well, look who's coming in the picture back there. I think that was Cletus in the 30 car dropping into the bottom, so his cars must be running a little better.
Cletus running 14th in the 30 car.
Butterbean right now is about 7th or 8th in line on the outside. Again, still 1 lap down. He's going to need another caution flag to get back into contention for this race. There's Cletus. Running right now, being shown in the 13th position.
In the machined Cletus flag on board. More than 4 million subscribers on YouTube. He is a wild sensation on social media. Cletus McFarland.
Oh,
Starpoli got hung into the middle. Ooh.
Squirrely in the back and squirrely towards the front.
You can tell that energy, I think, is coming from the 25 of Jake. He's pushing hard to get up through there and doing a good job of it.
Thad Moffitt, third in line on the outside, got a bit sideways there. 18 to go here at Dega.
Jake's getting close to being in position now. If he could get another row or two, then he'll be right there. Got Caleb Costner, that 93 we talked about, behind him.
Oh, late move there by the 18. It gave Kitzmiller the bottom.
3 wide. Kitzmiller on the bottom, and Kitzmiller goes to the front. And now Lawless Allen on the outside.
That Kitzmiller team is led by Frank Kimmel. Frank's a 2-time winner here at Talladega. 80-time ARCA winner.
10-time series champ Frank Kimmel. And Lawless Allen pulls out to the outside in front of the 55 of Robusto.
See Cletus back there. He's being pushed by that 62 of Steve Lewis Jr.
It seems like his car needs a little help. He can't get that thing to get all to make a run here.
The lights.
Locations now.
Absolutely.
Michael Waltrip Brewing. The food is awesome on a side note.
Steve Lewis didn't get to run the race at Daytona.
Down these laps, I'm waiting for this 25 to pick up this outside line. When he goes up there, I believe that'll be the car that can pull it all the way to the front.
There's enough good cars behind him now that may work.
He's just got to wait till the 6 gets the outside of Thad to make the move.
Sawalich back there in 10th in the 18 for JGR. Fantastic racing here at Talladega this afternoon.
We haven't talked a whole lot about that yellow car behind Caleb Costner in that 93. That's A.J. Moyer. He had a top 10 finish at Daytona. His best career finish. Oh, no.
Into the wall, caution.
That's the 9 car, I believe, of Cody Dennison.
Well, that one hit hard.
That will give Butterbean that free pass, guys, and put him back on the lead lap.
Changes things with Butterbean getting it back. And that car of Dennison was running 15th when he got into the wall.
This race is getting ready to get real fun fast.
Still have 22 cars now on the lead lap. That will be 23 with Butterbean. You see the right front tire is already down. It's already ripped the fender off that car.
That's a hard place to hit right there, coming off turn 4.
One of 4 fast track racing Toyotas in the field. Let's look at it from the onboard of Raz.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it happens that quick, doesn't it? And there's nothing you can do about it.
And you can see how far he went before he even get the car slowed down all the way down the backstretch there. That was a tough one.
And it seems like it took 2 minutes when you're in the driver's seat, doesn't it, Austin? It seems like forever when you know you're going to hit the wall.
Yeah.
Cody Dennison into the fence. Our 4th caution here at Talladega. Business is about to get really good.
Introducing the all-new Acura ADX.
Take your vibes and go, 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 go. Take your vibes and go.
Hey Google, turn it up.
Take your vibes and go. And go. Take your vibes and go, go.
The all-new Acura ADX. Crafted to match your energy.
Take your vibes and go.
Your cheeseburger deserves a nice big slice of our Sargento family legacy. You can taste over 70 years of our family commitment to high quality, real, natural cheese in every bite. You have our word on it, you have our name on it. Sargento. A promise you can taste.
Just for Men gives you your strongest, fullest, thickest looking beard yet. Mustache and beard, now with keratin. In just 5 minutes, score your best beard ever. Just for Men.
Suchi PowerPax tube and fittings are perfect for a variety of do-it-yourself projects. With PowerPax tube and fittings, you can connect to any plumbing system. Whether you're replacing a water heater, adding a utility sink, or tackling bigger jobs, you can rely on PowerPax tube and fittings. PowerPax tube is made in America and available in a variety of sizes. Visit Menards or Menards.com to find a full line of Suchi products for your next plumbing project.
Save big money at Menards.
I love LA. It's like another perfect day. I love LA. I love it.
Nothing like it.
Red Bull gives you wings.
The more you shop, the closer you get to winning $100,000 in cash or driving off in a luxury SUV. In partnership with Shared Sweeps, your next purchase puts you closer to $100K. Every dollar you spend is an entry, so why not make this the most rewarding shopping experience yet?
Season recap so far. It's been exciting through a couple of races here, Phil.
Yeah, Butterbean goes to victory lane in Daytona. Does a great job. Full-time this year in the ARCA Menard Series, racing for the championship. Then Brent Cruz was still only 16 years old when he went to Phoenix in that 18 car and goes to victory lane. He actually won an East race at Rockingham last week in a sister car to the 18, the 81. But two really good races so far in the ARCA Menard Series. Now we're going to get a little busier.
Yeah.
We had a big break after Phoenix, but business is going to pick up now. 7
weeks off. Again, the Cup guys starting a stretch of 28 straight tomorrow.
Yeah, it's a long season for us. We talked to Butterbean before this race. Now he's back on the lead lap, correct?
Yep.
And maybe we can see some of those moves because he's going to have to be aggressive to get back up there. Can't wait anymore.
Yep, time to go.
Queen started 5th.
He's been up and down the board after that wreck, and I think now's the time to try and get in that outside lane, see how many spots you can get with the right people to get to the front. He's got to start last, though, so it's going to be tough. Got to get a good restart. Sometimes when you're in the back on those restarts, if you get to racing side by side, you lose sight of that pack, especially in the ARCA Series. It can be tough.
How much of a crapshoot is this race? Especially on the Cup side. How much luck is really, truly involved in good fortune?
Well, I mean, it always matters.
We're going to dial up the 25 car here momentarily. 12 to go.
Want to see if we can see what Jake's thinking of?
Yeah, let's do it.
Hey, Jake Finch. Phil Parsons in the Fox booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, guy, you overcame that penalty, and now you're in a pretty good position here right now, being shown in the 5th spot. What do you have here for these guys?
Yeah, obviously, I think we have a really good race car. I made a little bit of a mistake there at the beginning and gave up the lead, but I think obviously we have the power to be able to go there and take it together. So, yeah, just try to be here at the end, be smart, and give it what it takes us.
You've got some good teammates around you that have been to your Indy cars strong once again. Do you guys have a plan?
I just say to me, we'll figure it out for sure.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
Yeah.
Jake Finch led them all to win here last year. Top 5, started 6th.
Got the Phoenix on the hood.
Yes, he does.
Love seeing that. I got to run a couple Cup races for James Finch, and they were some of the most fun races I've ever been a part of.
James is a fun guy. Known him a long time.
Well, his kid went wire to wire in the 20 car here last year. No cautions. First time in modern history that's happened in the ARCA Menard Series on this super speedway.
Yeah, this one's been a lot more eventful than that one last year.
It's been fun for us. I love it. Love good racing here. And we have seen it with the 18 up front as well. Lawless Allen has been a factor. Kitzmiller got his nose out there for a moment. He's third right now in the 97. 11 to go. Cleanup continues under our fourth caution of the day. Going to be a shootout coming up here at Talladega.
Known for building special bonds. No one wants to be known for cancer, but a treatment can be. Keytruda is known to treat cancer. FDA approved for 18 types of cancer, including certain early stage and advanced cancers. One of those cancers is a kind of uterine cancer called advanced endometrial carcinoma. Keytruda may be used with certain chemotherapies and then used alone in adults when your cancer has spread or returned.
Keytruda can cause your immune system to attack healthy parts of your body during or after treatment. This may be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have cough, shortness of breath, chest pain, diarrhea, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, headache, light sensitivity, eye problems, irregular heartbeat, extreme tiredness, constipation, dizziness or fainting, changes in appetite, thirst or urine, confusion, memory problems, persistent or severe muscle pain or weakness, muscle cramps, fever, rash, itching or flushing. There may be other side effects. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, such as Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, lupus, or myasthenia gravis, or Guillain-Barré syndrome, an organ, tissue, or stem cell transplant, or receive chest radiation. Keytruda can harm your unborn baby.
Keytruda is an immunotherapy and is also being studied in hundreds of clinical trials exploring ways to treat even more types of cancer. It's true, Keytruda. See all the types of cancer Keytruda is known for at Keytruda.com and ask your doctor if Keytruda could be right for you.
Excuse me, are you shopping online while standing in line?
Yeah.
Me too. I just bought a croquet set using PayPal.
Cool.
And PayPal lets me choose how I pay.
Oh, no, you're not going to sing again, are you?
You can pay your own way.
Here we go again.
Pay your own way. I used PayPal to buy this ticket, and I'm paying it off in 4 payments. No fees, no interest.
You know what else has no interest? Me.
Pay in store, pay online, pay over time. Don't just pay, PayPal.
No matter what kind of teeth you gotta brush, Oral-B Electric cleans better with one simple touch. Oral-B's dentist-inspired round brush head hugs them, cleans them, and gets in between them for 100% cleaner teeth. Your perfect clean starts with Oral-B.
I love dirt, especially in spring.
Here's Martha Stewart talking about dirt again.
Well, this is my favorite time of year.
We do the same thing every year. Organic soil, potty plants, feeding everything really well.
And I'm going to get incredible results.
Notable winners here at Talladega in the ARCA Series. Mark Martin.
Fun fact, Mr. Phil.
I was in that
seventh
race. Yeah, I finished
in that
seventh.
race.
6 wins here at Talladega in the ARCA Series for those two, Red Farmer, Davey Allison.
Grant Adcock, once upon a time. How about this guy? 1988 in the Cup race in the spring. Phil Parsons. Biggest win of his career in the 55 Skoal car. Holding off Allison and Bodine.
No better feeling, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I went back this
Those
week.
locks.
I went back and watched the final 16 laps this week and the post-race interview. Awesome.
I'm getting a hard time from the truck for my hair back then.
Wow, it's good hair, man.
Yeah. NASCAR hair, hockey hair, whatever we know.
Might have had a perm, a little bit of a perm there. Might have.
Fun fact, you were third at Daytona that year and finished 9th in points in the Cup Series.
Yeah, finished 3rd at Daytona in the 2nd race that year.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Heck of a career, Phil. And, you know, Austin, you've won at Daytona twice, including the 500. And now an opportunity, a 2nd and a 3rd at Dega, trying to win it tomorrow for the first time in your career. Like that man.
I want to do what Phil did. I want to go to victory lane here.
You haven't aged a day, Phil. I'm serious. Your hairline is the same.
Yeah. Sure feel a lot older.
Pace car off.
Inside of 10 to go. Let's go.
It's a shootout here at Talladega.
And we have Robusto leading us to it.
Yeah.
Robusto and Lawless Allen on the outside. Green flag back in the air.
Yeah, Lawless was the control car. Let's see if there was a little bit of teamwork there where she let him get out in front, and she did let him get back in front of her. Good teamwork there by the Venturinis.
They'll do their best to work together here, get out front, try and pull that low line around the track.
Jen Kowiak leading the outside line, followed by Thad Moffitt and then LeVar Scott.
3 of our 4 Venturini cars on the inside line, with Jake now 4th in line on the inside. Now the side drafting is going to get closer.
It is.
Everything's going to get, the pushing, the bumping is going to get more aggressive.
Yeah, we're getting ready to turn things up here, and you can see Andy, he's already started it. He's got a run coming off of 4.
Andy J in the 73 leading that outside line.
You heard Thad say, I've got a car to win this. Let's see how he does it to get to the front.
He's been a great pusher so far. We haven't seen him lead yet, but Thad Moffitt, that 46 on the outside, pushes his line to the front in Andy J in the 73. Leads here at Talladega, 8 to go.
Yeah, Andy's done a good job of getting back to the lead. He's had a lot going on in this race.
Had that penalty, he had to make a green flag pit stop, but stayed on the lead lap.
He's got to make a decision here, though. Who's he going to stay with? He chose the outside line. Let's see if it plays off, sticking with that.
Lawless Allen at the bottom.
Isabella Robusto lined up behind her teammate in that 55 car.
And then it's Kitzmiller, who has pushed his way all the way towards the front from the 19th starting spot.
Yeah, you wonder who does a really good job of drag and brake here and getting that run built. Trying to stay together as tight as you can to get that run.
Looks like a pace lap at 180 miles an hour.
7 to go. Jankowiak and Lawless Allen on the bottom.
And sometimes you see the energy building from like the 3rd, 4th car back. When they get their lines tight together, that'll creep the leader out front just a little bit more.
The top 6 drivers right now have never been to victory lane in the ARCA Menard Series.
Jankowiak's best ever finish in the ARCA Menard Series is 4th. He's battling for the lead here on the outside. Lawless Allen leading the bottom. Robusto behind him.
There's Steve Lewis, that 62, 4th in line on the outside that we talked about.
Lewis up to 8th.
And in these situations, you want to be able to not show your cards to the very end. You got to make the right move at the right time. Put yourself in a position right now, but try not to get too far out front when it matters at the end of this thing. Keep your help with you.
See Jake right now. Jake Finch, 4th in line on the inside.
Moffitt with a big push on the 73, got him a little bit squirrely. Andy J on the outside getting that big push from Moffitt in the 46.
There's a whole bunch of pushing going on right now.
Kitzmiller trying to get the 55 back to Lawless Allen.
The gloves are off with 6 to go. Allen on the bottom. Jankowiak leading the top.
Equal energy, top and bottom.
They're doing a good job guarding that yellow line as best they can here.
See a little bit of a side draft by Andy J to stay up with that 20. Try to pull Lawless Allen back a little bit.
Kitzmiller's pulling out here.
Isabella left a little bit up, left a half a car width.
Going to fade back in line. It's going to back up that bottom line right here's a run going to come from Thad to Andy J. You see what his choice is here. Thad's going to split it, go 3 wide. He's got the group with him. He's got the help.
Puts Andy J in the Michael Maples gets turned around.
Maples into the wall. Caution. Just as they went 3 wide in front with 5 to go. He was running at 15th, Maples was. And he wrecks here into the fence.
Well, we saw the move that Thad made. He was right. Cletus is pumping. He must have fist pumping.
Cletus was right there.
He certainly missed it. He missed it. That's maybe enough to cheer.
Did what he couldn't do twice in those wrecks that he got caught up in at Daytona.
I tell you what, when it gets hairy out there and stuff like that happens and you do miss it, a fist pump is sometimes it's warranted.
Deserve it, yeah.
Yeah, because you're just, hoping the guy's all right in the wreck, but you're hoping you made it through.
See if we can figure out where he is. I believe he's in front of that yellow car, which is A.J. Moyer. Probably going to be a push gone bad. Yeah. Looks like Moyer maybe got into him a little bit, turned him to the inside, then he overcorrected and got into the outside wall. That is Moyer. You see damage to that yellow 88 car right there.
Oh, that's what happened.
That's why Cletus was cheering.
Yeah,
he got a shot in the side.
Yeah. Wasn't that crazy until that happened when the 99 came back across, or the 88.
Moyer and Maples involved. The 88 and the 99. Cletus survives it.
Only 4 to go. By the time the ARC officials will check the racetrack, we may be looking at a possible overtime finish. And again, the rules on a super speedway is we will have 1 attempt at an overtime finish of 1 lap. Maybe they'll get it cleaned up and we'll get a couple laps of racing in.
It'll be interesting here because you have Thad's going to lane choice will be with Lawless, and last time he worked with Isabella to get down. How does that play out for Thad? If they don't do it well, he should have the lead.
Yeah, but if Lawless probably, I would think, would stay the inside. He has Isabella running third, so she would line up behind him if he chooses the inside.
I would choose the person that you feel can push the best. And Thad has kept his car pretty tight and has got speed, definitely speed for a pusher.
Yeah, there's Kevin Reed Jr. That's a crew chief for Lawless Allen. Lawless trying to get his first ever win here in the ARCA Menard Series.
And you know, you could try and control both lanes as far as Venturini Motorsports there. Have both lanes run side by side. That's another way, and just use the push behind.
Kevin told me yesterday that Lawless bought his first home, closed on it the day before yesterday, right next door to his house. He said, so well, depends on how things go. There may be a big wall up the Troutman wall in between those 2 houses.
Well, if he just bought a house this win, that's probably why he's out front. He's got to go pay for the house.
Got to pay for it.
So Maples on the hook. Cletus just gave us another sweet move. Our Reese's sweet move of the race, another nominee. And his avoidance of this wreck is why.
You see him, he's back with a yellow hood, black fenders.
He sees the wreck here. He whips the car to the left. Does a good job, and he probably thinks he's good at this point, but then, uh-oh. Oh, just barely.
That's why we saw the fist pump. You could hear the contact right there.
Visit ARCARacing.com Monday, 3 Eastern to see who is crowned Reese's sweet move of the race. Cletus always providing entertainment. He's been good for the ARCA Menard Series.
He is a tall guy. I met him earlier today. I mean, that is a lot of man getting in that race car.
In the 30 car, Garrett Mitchell, his given name, for Rhett Jones Racing in the Ford.
I read where he was already announced that he will run the ARCA race at Bristol later this year, so that's going to be fun.
I mean, these are some of the antics. This is what he does for a living. He just entertains and drives anything, anywhere across the world.
I saw the RV race going on at the short track at Talladega. I thought that was epic.
He had a race of Crown Victorias. Biffle was in the race. Michael was in the race. Travis Pastrana won the race. Haley Deegan was in the race. Michael said he had a blast.
And he and his buddies drove some beat-up RVs up here this weekend. And, of course, they are staying on the infield. You knew they weren't going to go to a hotel or anywhere fancy.
He might sneak in here, get him a top 10. He's sitting P14, just a couple laps to go. Never know what can happen. He's been fighting that car all day, but they've done a good job to get a little more speed in it.
Yeah, 2 laps to go. So if we get 1 to go next time, then it's going to be a 1-lap shootout.
And only 1 attempt.
At 1 attempt, yeah, no matter what happens.
So next time around, we're going to get a green and white flag together. 1-lap shootout.
Well, they didn't give him 1 to go, so we're not going to restart.
Yeah, you got to choose.
But when we do,
in the ARCA Menards, they
just
choose
the front row, just
the
leader, just the leader has
his
lane choice. Yes. So Isabella's, without a doubt, will start third because she does not get lane choice.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah. But when they do restart,
what are you choosing here, Phil? You're the leader.
I think I'm going with my teammate.
Okay. Go with your teammate. I like that. That outside line, they did get him down the last time they restarted. So
yeah, but I don't I don't think there's going to be agreement with Brett with Thad Moffitt to allow him in. So,
but he'll be starting on the I got what you're saying. Yeah, he'll have the inside if he chooses. Yeah, you can't give up the bottom. You're saying.
Yeah, I think double yellow line's your friend here.
And but your help is going to come from Andy J, who he just split 3 wide.
Yeah,
so,
but Andy still has to help him to help himself. I think.
For sure.
Yeah.
But that's always in the back of your mind. You got to help yourself, but then you're going to be looking for that point as fast as you can get.
Maybe put him in the middle.
Yeah. He's done a good job. Andy has done a very good job in this race. He's delivering pizza fast.
Yeah. One thing I'm a little bit surprised, we saw the strength of that 18 of Sawalich early on. We saw him get split, and now he's outside the top 10 and 12th.
Yeah, same with Jake. He wasn't able to kind of get up through there. He was on the bottom, just kind of mired in the bottom lane. And I think since everybody tightened the wick up, there wasn't many gaps to use, so that leader and being out front was very important.
I don't think there was any gaps as big as a piece of paper.
Yeah, it was pretty tight.
Everybody was bumping and side drafting. Let's see if we're going to give them 1 to go here. Again, when they get 1 to go, when they restart, it'll be a one-lap shootout to finish.
Yep. Lights will be off on the pace car.
Yeah. Looks like Lawless is going to stay to the inside, it looks like, right?
Yep. That should have to go to the outside. I don't know why he hasn't pulled up there. There he goes.
So we got teammates lined up on the inside line with Lawless, Allen, Isabella Robusto.
So it is a 1 attempt at a 1-lap overtime finish.
So you got to do a very good job here of sticking with your help, using, getting through the gears properly, and trying to keep the lead, because that caution light could come out at any time.
Exactly. The next flag will finish this race.
Right.
If the caution comes out when they're in turn 1, then that will be a complete race. Then we'll see whoever's ahead at that moment.
Yep.
I mean, as aggressive as these races get at the end of it, it could literally be the guy that gets through the gears perfect, or gal that gets through the gears perfect and makes this thing happen.
Lawless Allen on the bottom. Thad Moffitt on the top.
I have to believe we're going to see a third lane here, because if I'm back in 6th or 7th row on the outside, where am I going to go?
Entry to turn 1, somebody will head up the hill and try and get the top.
Cars back there too.
There is. You got Sawalich in 12th, so that car's had speed all day.
And Jake's in 8th, so he's just 2 rows in front of Sawalich.
Yeah, Jake's another one. If you can get the run built, use it.
Remember, the start-finish line is all the way down by turn 1 here, not in the tri-oval like it is in most places. We've seen a lot of things happen between that tri-oval and the start-finish line over the years.
It's a long way to get back around.
2.66 miles on the biggest track, the widest track, the track with the highest banking, pace car off. It's a 1-lap shootout to decide things at Talladega. Green flag in the air. Lawless Allen on the bottom, Thad Moffitt on the top.
Oh,
they go 3 wide, coming down to the apron and into the wall. The 70 crashes hard, collects 5 or 6 cars at the front though. And they throw the caution.
Caution is out.
Who was it?
It looked like Lawless Allen.
I believe so. Who got through the gears first? We talked about it.
Yeah. Oh, tough break, Steve Lewis Jr. There's Brian Doza, the 75.
I saw Andy leading up to that restart stick his hand out the window. I think his plan was to work with Kitzmiller to get a run on Thad. It didn't seem like he had a lot of help coming to the line. But I mean, you never know. That I'm always confused sometimes by the timing line and who would be out front. But I believe Lawless Allen was out front. It's tight.
Certainly, we hope all the drivers are okay that were involved, and there were some pretty hard hits.
You see Balkin, and then the 62, you mentioned Steve Lewis Jr. And the 69 of Nolan Wilson. Either way, it'll be a first-time winner.
Yeah, the ARC officials will have to review the tape to see at the moment of caution. There's a time stamp that when they hit the button to throw the caution. Let's watch this restart right here. There's the restart line. It's not a restart zone in ARCA, just that line. where Lawless took off. Solid restart by Lawless, getting up through the gears. Thad did a good job as well.
And Isabella Robusto did a good job sticking with her teammate, pushing hard. He just didn't have the same help. But right here, you can't tell. I might.
It is official.
Green light is.
We just got word. It's official. Lawless Allen has won the race here in the General Tire 200 at Talladega. First-time winner, Lawless Allen.
Hey, congratulations, Lawless. And I think his screenshot on his phone was the moves he made at the end of the race not to win. So he got the win right there.
Awesome.
Devin Reed Jr. right there. That's when he got the word. And there'd be no fence between their two houses this week anyway.
Back-to-back years, the 20 car wins at Talladega. It was Jake Finch last year. This time around, it is Lawless Allen.
You see the pylon left of our screen. How about who finished 10th?
Kalidas got a top 10.
Kalidas got a top 10.
How about that?
Hageberg gets a top 10. He finishes 8th.
There's Cletus.
Yeah, great win for Lawless, man. I've seen him in different series and doing the truck series, I believe, here and there. And for him to get a win here at Talladega, that's awesome. That's momentum. Take it on to the next race.
He's got a handful of races coming up in the truck series with Tricon Garage. Already got a top 10 at Martinsville, but the burnout and the win here at Talladega in the General Tire 200.
There you go. Burn it down.
Stop it on the start-finish line.
That worked out perfect. I wonder if he planned that.
Certainly a contender for the championship. Full-time, announced full-time this year in our Menard Series for Venturini. So
the autoparkit.com parked it in Victory Lane.
The 19th different winner in the last 19 races here at Talladega. The 25-year-old from Van Nuys, California. First ARCA win in his 10th start.
And I dare say, possibly the happiest day of his life.
A life-changing day, a dream come true for the 20 car.
Finally, he said.
There you go. He did a great job. He really did today. He kept himself out front, made moves when he needed to. Brought home the dub.
Headed to Victory Lane in the 20. Lawless Allen.
He was there all day. He deserved it.
Yeah,
he ran good, ran well, made some great moves.
Oh, that feels good.
And Josh is with the winner.
Lawless, we talked earlier today, man, and you told me how close you were to getting your first career win last year here in the Truck Series, to the point where it's the background on your phone, that final lap. Well, I guess now you can change the background because you are a winner here in the ARCA Series.
Man, first thing I got to say is God is so good, man. I didn't have any sort of plan after Phoenix last year. Then Toyota called me and we put this deal together with Venturini and Auto Park, and I'm so thankful to them. But man, finally I got that monkey off my back. I can change my wallpaper to something happy, and I think this is the worst possible thing that could have happened to the competition, because I got the confidence that I can do it now. There's no what ifs. I can do it. So, man, that feels good. Huge thanks to Auto Park. Huge thanks to Venturini and Toyota for standing by me, and can't thank my parents enough and my fiance. So they've supported me through the good and bad, and it's good.
Lawless, you said going into this race, the goal for you was to be more patient, given the way things played out at Daytona. Talk to me about how you handled this race, and then at the end, what was going through your mind when the caution comes out and you're thinking, did I get it? Did I finally get it done?
A big thing that helped with the patience was honestly iRacing. Doing speedway races on iRacing. One in particular, we ran the 60-lap race. We ran a green the whole time. I just rode third and fourth the whole time, and I was able to be patient in that, going, oh yeah, I can do it. And it was kind of the same thing here. It kept working out. We had such a fast car that I was able to just ride in first through third the whole race, come up with some plans, and had great restarts, had a great push by Isabella behind me that put me ahead of Thad. And yeah, I knew I was ahead of Thad but I wasn't celebrating. I wasn't smiling. I wasn't doing anything until they said it for sure. They said it. I confirmed it. And then I started celebrating. So it feels good. This is kind of like a home race for me because I went to the University of Alabama and Roll Tide. Mixed reviews on that one. But it feels good. Just, wow. Can't believe it.
Lawless Allen, your winner here at Talladega. Caitlin?
Here's the frame right before the light came out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, how about that? Just as you mentioned, Austin, get through the gears. Although Thad got through the gears as well because Lawless, was the control car, so he's the only guy that can go first.
Correct, and I think that Isabella Robusto did the best job of staying tight to her teammate.
That was the screensaver you talked about, Austin. Gonna have to update that one now.
Yeah, this is the last lap in the truck race here last fall.
He gets a victory lane picture now.
Caitlin with our second place finisher, Thad Moffitt.
Yeah, Thad relegated to the runner-up position here in Talladega, saying you just feel dejected. What are all the emotions? I know you told me you've been going after this one for a long time. What are you feeling?
Yeah, Caitlin, it sucks, but it's good at the same time. Just dejected. I thought I won that race. I thought I got through the box better. I thought I got down 2, turn 1 better. He just had his teammate behind him to, give him a push down into 1. It sucks. Nitro's going to win races this year, though. I got a good group. I've got a good team. Super thankful to be part of Toyota Gazoo Racing and the TD2 program and have induction on the car this weekend. I think we've got a good group, and we're going to show people what we're made of the rest of the year. Just dejected right now. I thought we won, and we didn't.
Yeah, but how does this give you some momentum moving forward, this great, strong performance here overall?
I think it's going to sting for the rest of the day, right? But, when we go have our debrief and stuff next week, I think it will be a positive. It will give us momentum moving forward. It's just, right now it sucks. I lost by 6/1000 or 6/100ths of a second or something. Our day's coming.
Thanks for your time. Nice job today, Thad Moffitt, second here in Talladega, guys.
Ever so slightly. By the narrowest of margins, Moffitt second. With Lawless Allen giving us our Reese's sweet move of the race in the win, and then the beautiful burnout.
And the park it.
I had a Reese's during our broadcast. It was very nice.
You did?
A sweet move.
Visit ARCARacing.com Monday, 3 Eastern, to see who's crowned Reese's sweet move of the race. That one's going to be tough to beat.
Big shout out to Isabella Robusto. Highest finish for a female here at Talladega. She did a great job.
Awesome. She was up there contending all afternoon long. Thad in second with his best career finish. Andy J. finished fourth, tied for his best finish. And you mentioned Robusto. Caitlin is with her.
Yeah, Isabella, the guys were just talking about you being the highest finishing female here at Talladega in ARCA history. What does that accolade mean to you?
Means a lot. I wish I was 2 spots farther ahead and cross the line first, but happy to come out here and finish the race, be top 3. I felt like we had a good chance to do it at Daytona, but it got cut short early, so I'm happy I got my Mobil 1 Toyota Camry into the pit lane after the race without many scratches on it, and I think the Venturini crew will bring great cars for the rest of the year for Kansas, and I'm happy a Venturini car and a Toyota 1, so pretty good day.
Well done. Congratulations on making history as well there for Isabella Robusto, guys.
4 Toyotas at the top, then a couple of Chevys. The first Ford was McFarland in 10th. And the celebration continues in victory lane for Lawless Allen in the General Tire 200. Race number 3 of the ARCA Menards season. It's Allen with his first career win. What a feeling. A life-changing day for that young man. More to come.
Gotta have a lucky charm when you ride, right? Makes you feel safe and protected out there.
That's why I never leave home without a photo of the little ones.
Bracelet from my husband.
Lucky rabbit's foot.
Lucky rabbit named Swoot. It's Swedish.
That's a whole rabbit.
Named Swoot.
Well, there's really no need for a Lucky Charm when you ride.
Not when America's #1 motorcycle insurance got your back.
We're just going to ignore the fact that Carl has a rabbit. Named Sfoot.
Come on, Charlie. Use your new door. Let's go. I said go! Silly dog. I'm gonna trade you for a cat.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Zook's tasty, tender dog treats can turn every outing into an adventure. From park to peak, wherever you roam, don't forget the Zooks. Zook's dog treats. Choose your adventure.
Advil Targeted Relief. The only topical pain reliever with 4 powerful pain-fighting ingredients that start working on contact to target tough pain at the source for up to 8 hours of powerful relief. Advil Targeted Relief.
Taco Bell's new $5, $7, and $9 Lux Cravings boxes give you extravagant options, including the decadent Cantina Chicken Burrito. For less, choose your Lux Cravings box, only at Taco Bell.
Ever since Reese's came out with their new chocolate lava big cup with a delicious layer of chocolate lava, people visiting the lava flows have been pretty confused.
That stuff looks delicious!
I want to eat lava!
It looks so good!
Just a little taste!
Don't eat lava, eat chocolate lava. Get in my mouth, lava! Don't eat lava, eat ooey gooey chocolate lava.
It's lava time, baby!
No! Don't eat lava! Eat new Reese's chocolate lava big cups!
Whatever you do, General Tire delivers.
Hey everybody, Kyle Petty here, and thanks for joining me as General Tire delivers ARCA's greatest moments. If there's one place on the schedule where you can count on heart-stopping drama, it's Talladega. Those wild, edge-of-your-seat moments, right to the line that create the drama and excitement of super speedway racing. One of my absolute favorites happened in 2018, when Joe Graff Jr. and Zane Smith battled out of a late race restart with 2 to go. The top 4 cars glued together as they came off turn 4.